So we looked at matter and how to classify matter. Now we're going to talk about how we can separate matter. Okay, we can separate mixtures, and that's what we're going to look at now. So a few different ways we can separate mixtures. The first one is filtration. Okay, in filtration, solid substances are separated from liquids or from solutions. Okay, so you have to have a solid that is within the solution. Okay, it can't be dissolved in. You have to have a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so it needs to be heterogeneous. Okay, so what we work with is we work with a couple different types of filtration. We actually work with gravity, which is what you see here, and we also do vacuum filtration sometimes. And so what that does is that helps dry everything off more quickly. And so again, the purpose of this filtration is to separate the solid from the liquid. Okay, this is based on state of matter. Okay, then we can actually go through the process of distillation. So here you can see the distillation apparatus. Right, so very complicated. We have a condensing tube. You have to have cold water in, cold water out. But distillation uses the differences in boiling points of substances, okay, to separate homogeneous mixtures. So maybe we have ethanol and water mixed together. Or maybe we have a solid dissolved in liquid. Okay, so distillation is separating two liquids or a solid dissolved in a liquid, and it's based on different boiling points. When you have it based on different boiling points, that is distillation. Then we have chromatography, and we're going to do a lot of practice with chromatography. You may have done this before, but chromatography separates substances based on polarity. Okay, so based on the ability to adhere to solid surfaces. And in the case of this picture, okay, it's based on how well it sticks to dyes and to papers. So chromatography is actually used to separate mixtures of any phases. You can have gas chromatography, thin layer chromatography, which is what you see here, or you can have paper chromatography, which is this bottom picture. Okay, this is based on differences in attraction. And so this you can use to separate different dyes, but this is what we're going to do when we start talking more about intermolecular forces. So here's an example, a solution. Okay, so I'm going to underline keywords, get in the habit of that. A solution with a boiling point of 105 degrees Celsius contains either sugar or salt. Okay, so we know we have a solution, has a boiling point of 105, which is the best method to decide which is present. Okay, well, we have a solution, which means something is dissolved in it. Right? If it's dissolved in it, we can't filter it. Okay, we can't filter it if it's dissolved because we don't have the solid and the liquid in their respective states. Right? Never taste solutions. So we can either distill or we can use chromatography. Well, chromatography is based on separating based on polarity. Biggest thing here is it says boiling point, okay, which means we're going to distill the solution.